Hi there, CBT students. Welcome indeed to week 3 of our course. This week we're going to be talking about research, the difference between market research for domestic marketers and for international marketers, and there are obviously some significant differences. We're going to be talking also about how to implement our entry into another country's operations. How do we get our product there? How do we make up our mind in the end after we've done the research that we want to make that happen? I met with a number of people recently, a number of business, maybe, I don't know, 10 or 12 young business people who have small manufacturing plants. I was having dinner with them. They had an association meeting here in Florida near me, and since I knew many of them from before, I was invited to be a guest. And while I was talking to them, there was much talk about they wanted to open plants in China or India. So what were they looking at before they could make they didn't want to just sell. They already had made some inroads to selling their products. They made food service equipment, that is, stuff that you use in hotel and restaurant kitchens, ovens and serving pieces and heating pieces and all that goes with all the kinds of products that go with that. And they were very involved in deciding between China and India. And I felt that India made more sense. It's a democratic country. The English is widely spoken and so on. But they were all enamored with the Chinese population and the possibility for growth there. But the discussions I had with them were so shallow. We were having dinner, and so this was not a consulting job. But I thought afterward, as I was driving home from there, I thought, my goodness, there's so many things to worry about and think about. Most of them made some little inroads into both China and India, but what are the roads like there? How can, if the ones who have some food products, can they keep that product refrigerated? How much more complicated is it to sell yogurt in Bangladesh than in New York and so on? Huge different kinds of challenges that face business people trying to do business abroad. So we'll begin to address some of those in our week 3 studies. We also this week will have, almost surely have, everything subject to change, but we're almost surely going to have our first synchronous class live meeting. Some one of our tech people will be with us just in case I botch things and help us get hooked up. And you have had a case study assigned to you and a chance to work with your team on it. So you'll have a chance to deliver information about that case and lead a discussion among us all online. This will be our first chance to meet together in a synchronous session for this class. I hope that you all have had some experience with that in other classes, but if you haven't, get ready for an important part of your education. CBT or any school cannot be graduating people who have not been exposed to go-to-meeting type events, and that's what we will have this time. Well before the date of our online synchronous session, I want you to go into class live, open a session, make sure your microphone works. There are instructions there how to test it. Make sure that you can hear yourself. Go through the whole testing process. It takes about a minute. I say the whole process as if it's a big deal. It isn't. Only takes a minute, but you must do that and you must do it ahead. The tech people tell me you really need to have a headset and a microphone with a headset instead of using a mic on your computer, because it's something about feedback and echoes and things like that. So if you don't have one, try to get one before a meeting. They're very cheap. I know nowadays everything is hard to afford anything. Everybody's sort of broke, but they're maybe $15 at Staples or something like that. So if you can, make that happen. But regardless, be sure before our meeting, I want you to know that you can get in and that you can talk to us and that you can hear us. Test it beforehand. I will not spend the first 20 minutes asking each other if you can hear me now. That makes me crazy, and we're not going to do that. So if you have trouble getting in, there'll be a telephone number you can use. You can just call in and use your phone. Anyway, that's our plan for the week. A quiz as usual, readings as usual, our first synchronous session, which will be a chance for you to report your case study to your classmates, and it should be a pretty quick moving, easy to understand week for us. In week 3, I'm looking forward to it, and as we finish this week, we'll be almost half finished with the class. Incredible, but there it is. Be well, everyone. If you need me, call me. As always, I want to be available for you if you need me. Have a gorgeous week, and cheerio.